for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
What's up, Yanks Nation? There's a conversation that always comes up mid-season, especially here in New York, about that fine line between experience and age. When does a veteran become a liability? When does their clubhouse presence and baseball IQ outweigh a potential drop-off in production? That was the question ringing in my head during our entire series in St. Louis. The focus, of course, was on Paul Goldschmidt returning to the place he called home for so long. But the narrative shifted, and it shifted hard. After tweaking his knee against the Twins, uncertainty hung over the Bronx. The early info I got from my sources was cautious. The medical staff was taking it day by day, but nobody wanted to risk a trip to the injured list, the dreaded IL. For the bleacher creatures and all of us, losing Goldie, even for a few games, would be a tough blow at a crucial point in the season. What I saw behind the scenes, though, is what separates the great ones from mere mortals. While the media was speculating, I was getting reports that Goldschmidt was treating this not as a setback, but as a personal challenge. He was in the batting cages, taking light but focused swings, testing every movement, every pivot. He was taking grounders with a fierce concentration, like he was refusing to let his body call the shots. This isn't just about physical rehab. It's about a champion's mindset, a stubbornness that defines the New York Yankees' DNA. The story unfolding wasn't about a potential revenge game against the Cardinals anymore. It became a test of fortitude for one of the pillars of our lineup. The question changed from if he would play to how he would respond to adversity under the watch of a city that once idolized him. The stage was set for the Sunday game, and the tension was real. He wasn't just facing any pitcher. He was going toe-to-toe with Miles Mikolas, his old battery mate, a guy who knows his strengths and weaknesses like few others. That elevated the matchup from a simple game to a psychological battle, a chess match of wits and will that would not only define the outcome of the game, but send a clear message to the rest of the league about the resilience of our Bronx Bombers. The anticipation was maxed out, and what happened next was a straight-up masterclass in professionalism and grit. When the Sunday lineup card dropped with Goldschmidt's name on it, a collective sigh of relief went through our fan base. But the real answer was going to come on the field, and what an answer he gave. From his very first at-bat, it was clear he wasn't just out there to participate. He was there to dominate. His performance was surgical, a showcase of mental toughness and pure skill. We're talking 3 hits in 4 plate appearances, and these weren't just cheap singles. These were 2 doubles that ripped through the outfield with authority, showing that the power in his legs was absolutely there. The first one, a rocket down the left field line, sparked our offense early. The second, coming later, was clutch in keeping the pressure on Mikolas and the Cardinals' bullpen. He scored a run, but it was his sacrifice fly, the RBI, that effectively put the game on ice. That told the whole story. With runners in scoring position and the game still in the balance, he didn't try to be a hero and swing for the fences. He did what the greats do. He did his job, driving in the run that broke the other team's back and secured us the 8-4 win. The entire stadium in St. Louis gave him a standing ovation, a massive sign of respect. But for me, the most telling moment came in the post-game interview. When asked about the knee, he just brushed it off, saying, "The body plays tricks on you sometimes," and that his focus was 100% on executing the game plan. That composure, that refusal to make excuses, is the hallmark of a leader. This performance was about so much more than one win on the road. It was a statement. For the younger guys in our clubhouse, it was a live-action lesson in how a pro handles pressure and pain. For the league, it was a reminder that the evil empire has veteran leaders ready to carry this team through the tough spots. It silences the critics who question the age of our roster and reinforces our front office's strategy of blending youth with proven veterans. The win was important, no doubt. But the message Goldschmidt sent was even bigger. That grit and the will to win are still the most valuable currencies in this game. This performance from Paul Goldschmidt was a microcosm of what we expect from the pinstripes: resilience, professionalism, and clutch execution. So now I'm asking you, Yanks Nation, is this kind of veteran leadership what's going to carry us to a title? Or is the reliance on experienced players still a concern for you heading down the stretch? Drop your opinions in the comments below. I want to know what you think about our team strategy. For more deep dive analysis and the fastest breaking news on our Bronx Bombers, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. I bring you the info straight from the source, no fluff. Stay tuned.